Are you tired of the same old sports media? Are you tired of hot takes, arguments, and questions that are just completely off base?
Luckily, we have something for you. Touchdowns and tangents of the people, for the people, by people who care about the culture and also concise commentary.
So good, people. It's Touchdowns and Tangents, live from the house that cholesterol built, Hawthorne, California.
Shout out to Aaron Berry. I'll whoop y'all ass in basketball. Don't play with me.
You definitely won't, dog.
I definitely will. I'll smoke everybody on this block.
You definitely need Devontae Adams with the mini hoop, bro.
I don't have to be. I just have to beat you.
But in case you didn't know, this is Touchdowns and Tangents, your Thursday night spot for NFL takes, topical tangents, concise commentary for the culture.
And Legendre.
TDs_tangents on Twitter and Instagram. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to favorite podcast app where you may or may not be listening to this show. But yeah, man, with that, there's a lot of stuff to talk about this week. But mainly that the fucking Raiders actually grew a pair and made a fucking move.
Yeah, I need you to just start playing Oh Happy Day or The Wiz. Because that's all I did was play the Halloween night. Because when I first saw it, I was like, "This is fake."
Before I Let Go.
You don't even know what Frankie Beverly and May sounds like, do you? I was literally playing The Wiz. That was Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
No, I know what The Wiz is. I'm just saying.
Can You Feel a Brand New Day?
That's your favorite song.
Everybody get up. Yeah.
Before I Let Go.
It's top 3. It's every black person's favorite song.
I was somewhere randomly and that song came on and it was like the first time I ever sang it out loud. It was weird. I thought about you. It's like, damn, Kenny would be shaming me right now if he saw me. You don't even like this song, bro.
You hate this song, but you really like it. You just like being contrarian.
But yeah, man, back to the Raiders. In case you missed it, Tuesday night.
Halloween night.
It was about 10 o'clock, 1 a.m. Eastern. I got a push notification from one of my fantasy apps that basically said the Raiders had fired both their GM and coach, Dave Ziegler, Josh McDaniels, 25 games into their tenure. I believe McDaniels still had 5 years left on his contract, something like that.
1.5 years into a 6-year contract.
So essentially Mark Davis is paying $80 million or something to McDaniels and Gruden.
You could say he fired him with cause. But I mean, the crazy thing is I was in the room and I saw Mark Davis trending. And then I saw the Aces. And then I saw that press release and I was like, no fucking way. I was like, no. I yelled super loud and then Pete yelled. And then I checked my work emails. But then I hit up my homie who was at work and I was like, no fucking way. I just LOL, just 100 O's, and I was like, yeah, this is a beautiful day.
So the crazy part to me...
Then the Twitter space popped off, and I was like, oh, shit.
The crazy part to me, and a lot of people have already talked about it throughout the week, but it's Mark Davis just woke up and was like, my players aren't happy. The alumni are shitting on us on Twitter. Charles Woodson, Tim Brown, Rich Gannon.
Especially Tim Brown.
Lincoln Kennedy. Where our fans are railing us.
The Aces just won 2 championships.
The Aces
I should be pouring more money into them.
But I think most of all, he just looked at his team and realized they weren't playing the Raider way, man.
They're the worst team in Vegas.
They were trying to play the Patriot way and doing a really mediocre version of it, and it just was not working. No one was happy, but he was having fun.
I think he was trying to do a cleaner version of John Gruden.
And even this social media thing,
it's much better now.
Devontae Adams actually smiling, having fun. In case you missed it, the Antonio Pierce press conference was awesome. He found that balance between being both grateful for the opportunity, but also sincere to the people who he was replacing, and just really concentrated on moving forward, and really trying to establish the Raider way and the Raider culture again.
He's from Compton, went to Arizona. Super Bowl with the Giants.
A certain number one overall pick who was a bust and is now in media. He shared a story that when he was on the Giants,
here we go.
They smacked the Raiders, and he was like the second or third string quarterback at the time. And so he was actually playing by like the third quarter because they were smacking the Raiders so bad. And he scrambled for a touchdown and then spiked it. And Antonio Pierce, who was his teammate on the Giants, because, Pierce won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Made a Pro Bowl.
Was like, dog, don't disrespect the team like that. And he's like, what? You're on the Giants? And he's like, yeah, but that's still my squad, bro. Don't disrespect the Raiders like that. So that tells you how deep his love for the silver and black goes. Paramount High alumni, former coach of Long Beach Poly, former coach of Arizona State.
Houston coordinator, assistant head coach, a bunch of stuff.
Spent some time at the Raiders, mentioned that, he could have went elsewhere, but has so much love for the team, he decided to stay.
He was a linebackers coach. And then the first thing that happens when he becomes head coach, they sign 3 linebackers.
Including Jalen Smith.
Specifically Jalen Smith.
But yeah, so, he's saying all the right things. I don't know how it'll plan out. Hopefully it works out for him. Hopefully, this is his interview. So, hopefully if he does do well, they do keep him because to me, he's saying all the right things. He's got the players looking happy and inspired. So now they just got to make good on those feelings and turn it around.
And I hope they keep Champ Kelly as a GM.
Yeah, he seems.
I think he's more connected with what players want, and I think he's a better fit long term. It's like not just with salary cap, but I don't think he gives Jimmy that fat ass.
And
contract.
he had
Ziegler did that.
He had interviews for different GM jobs. I think
he's a Bears GM.
He actually interviewed for the Raiders GM too before Ziegler, I think.
And he was a Bears GM.
Yeah, so
shout out to Phil Jones and Robinson.
I don't think he was a GM though. I think he was like second. Yeah.
But he worked with a lot of those contracts, cleaned up their cap a lot. I'm just saying, Brian Flores would be my pick as head coach, and then I'm gonna go get Jim Caldwell and
yeah, I don't think they'll make
Eric Bieniemy.
Flores or Bieniemy.
I would do it just because
I don't think they would.
I would look at Houston and be like, Houston's gonna compete for the next 10
I don't
years.
think they would have because if they were considering those two, they could have hired them before they hired McDaniels.
But I think because
a lot of people like the Detroit offensive coordinator,
Ben Johnson.
A lot of people like the Jacksonville offensive coordinator.
It's different now, though. I think he's not like Davis isn't disillusioned by McDaniels and this bullshit. It's like, all right, you and the GM are gone. Okay, who I have in house.
He hired both of them, so it made sense. I think that's why they thought they were going to be safe because he did hire both of them and he did give them such a long-term contract.
No moves were made at the trade deadline.
No moves were made at the trade deadline. The team's playing uninspired.
Well, the Niners got
essentially not eliminated from the season, even though
it's better off if they are.
Probably better off, yeah.
To get Michael Penix Jr. But I'm just saying this. Niners got Chase Young for 10 boxes of Costco pizzas. You
already used that joke, and it wasn't funny the first time.
And it's not funny how little his value
Honestly,
drops.
the Rams should have got him.
Yeah, the Rams could have got Montez Sweat. And you know what's funny? The Raiders could have drafted Montez Sweat in the first round, but they took Jonathan Abrams.
Like 100 times.
They took Jonathan Abrams.
You said that like 100
times. They could have took
times.
Montez Sweat over Cleveland Farrell.
You said that like 100 times.
He's probably going to break the bank in Chicago now because he's in a contract year. 6'6" defensive end running a 4.4 40. But who needs a pass rush in the
I think the other good thing about this move is it just shows.
Bro, Sweat went more for Josh. More for Chase Young.
It shows Mark Davis's brass, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, like he's proving he's not. He is his daddy's son," and it's like, no, he's actually proving that he's his own person, and he's willing to own his own mistakes. And he's willing to make a change, and I think that's something.
When he learned from his daddy,
as a fan, and as a someone, who's been covering the team from the outside, it's like that's something that you have to admire and respect, and I think the players do too.
I think you have to look at the success of the Aces. And that's a direct correlation to why he had to do what he did with the Raiders, because it's embarrassing. The best team in your state isn't even a football team. More people care about what the Aces were doing.
No, I don't think so. More people care about the Knights, for sure.
I mean,
the Knights are Vegas.
Well, the hockey season just started back up.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
Vegas goes crazy for the Knights.
But I'm saying Asia Wilson getting the covers, getting snubbed, like for MVP. That was huge. Like that was conquering the space. Having a championship parade is a big deal.
I think it's just like what we talked about before. Like, the Raiders are the team that came over with an established brand. The Aces and Knights were both created in Vegas by Vegas. The Raiders came with an established brand. They built one of the best stadiums in the league. They built essentially a mecca for Raider fans. And they've had trouble filling it up with actual Raider fans. And
concerts ain't
not
really
just that, but it's like just overall the sentiment in the city again is much more towards the Knights, and now even the Aces are creeping up because of their success. So it's like for Davis to look at the brand that his family has helped grow, a brand that he's now in charge of, and to see that sort of overtaking, like I think it definitely was a wake up call to an extent. But most of all, I think it's just you just wake up one day and you realize like you're not where you should be, and some people would just kind of keep the status quo because they can, because it makes sense, because you got to pay them anyways. But I mean, again, credit to Davis for making the move. I forgot who said it this week, but whoever said it, they were on point. Like the fact that head coaches' contracts are guaranteed, like that's some bullshit, honestly. And players' contracts are not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because, like, McDaniels is about to be double dipping for the next 4 years. Again.
He'll just go back to the Patriots. And
they look like they could use him, so I'm sure they'll take him back with open arms. He'll just
be another failing, fledgling, middle-aged white dude who just gets a job because he's white. No other reason. Qualified to be a coach. Not really qualified to be a coordinator.
I wouldn't say that. He's been a great coordinator. He's had great offenses.
To quote Nikki, Tom Brady didn't need Josh McDaniels or Bill O'Brien or Charlie Weiss. I would say is an architect of that.
I mean, he had the good rookie year with Mac Jones. He made something out of Cam. Like, he's still a decent offensive coordinator. He'll be an offensive coordinator.
Hey, what did the Raiders' offense look like this year?
Dog, but when you say someone doesn't have the credentials to be an offensive coordinator, you're talking about like fucking Jeff Saturday, bro, jumping from high school, or you're talking about fucking Lane Kiffin, who was never a coordinator and was a coach.
He's so bad at his job, I don't think he fits into the new NFL with offenses going forward. I think he's
but as an
he's a dude who should be washed out.
As an offensive coordinator, you don't even need to do that. You just need to sit in the booth and call plays.
So how come Jim Caldwell doesn't have an offensive coordinator gig? And he had a better record with the Lions than Campbell and anybody else. So how come he can't get another job? All he can be is a QB assistant coach. And he was great everywhere he went, even after he left Peyton Manning. So it's not a talent.
He only went to one place after Peyton Manning. Chill with that.
He was in two different places.
So chill.
He helped fix Lamar before Lamar got hurt. Yeah, and I think he went to Jacksonville, too. He was definitely in Baltimore, and he went somewhere else. But Caldwell's a great offensive mind and a stabilizer of a team. They wait till these coordinators who are black age out and then don't hire them. Or, like a bunch of people said earlier, they give a black coach a shitty, horrible situation and then wait till he fixes it, and then they fire him and hire the white dude they wanted to begin with.
I don't know about that.
I mean, they did it to Lovie Smith. Nice.
The Bears still have since they fired them.
Exactly. Till you do right by me, Harpo, ain't nothing you gonna do gonna succeed. I fucked up that whole color purple line.
Yeah, bro, you're not on your A game today. Your jokes are not hitting today, sir.
Nah, color purple.
You like
color purple
4?
jokes aren't supposed to hit.
Over 4 right now, bro.
I'm like 1 for 3 and not a good 1 for 3. Like I hit 1 and then I'm about to probably.
What was the one joke you hit?
I couldn't even tell you.
Exactly. You
I forgot to decide. No, actually, no. The one joke I did hit was Legendre, and that was off the air.
That doesn't count.
It does count because you laughed at it. You laughed at it just now.
Fine.
1 for 3. Baseball numbers.
All
Fuck
right.
the Rangers.
Final thoughts on the Raiders' latest move before we move on?
I still think they should tank. There's nothing you gain competitively in the draft from trying to make the playoffs, and you don't have Aiden O'Connell's not turning into Tom Brady.
Here's what we know, dude. It doesn't matter where the Raiders pick, they'll find a way to fuck it up. And honestly,
would you rather be Beyonce's ex-boyfriend who blew it?
And honestly, I've been telling you,
or DJ Academics.
I've been telling you, there's gonna be movement at the top of the draft. So regardless, if the Raiders really want Penix, or
they're
for
giving up a
some
good
odd
player to
fucking
do
reason Caleb slips, they can make a jump up and get one of those guys.
If they end up with a North Carolina quarterback, I'm cussing you out.
Just like the Panthers did last year.
And look how they're doing.
Just like the fucking Texans did.
And Texans had draft capital, actually. They had somebody else.
They
had somebody else's draft pick plus theirs.
They can get draft capital.
What draft pick do the Raiders have?
The season's not over, fool.
They only have their first-round draft pick. They don't have another first-round draft pick, is what I'm saying.
They could easily trade Colton Miller or Josh Jacobs and get a first or a second, bro.
You are smoking Power Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Morphin Grid dust if you think that Colton Miller is going for a first-round pick anywhere in this reality.
He could, bro.
Josh Jacobs isn't worth a first-round pick, bro.
Yeah, probably not. You're probably right about that, but
two of them together, you're still not. You won't even get a. You might get a second. You might.
What
get
was
a
the
second.
last left tackle that was?
Hey, bro,
traded?
how much did Montez Sweat go for?
What was the last left tackle?
He's a Hall of Fame left tackle.
What was the last left tackle that was traded? Trent Williams.
I mean, technically, Ezra Cleveland was drafted as a tackle and then got traded to the Jaguars. He's a guard though, but he plays tackle too.
What was he traded for?
I think it was maybe like a 5th-round pick. Yeah, he's a starting guard, and he's literally going to make their offense even better because he was wasted in Minnesota because Minnesota just has good old linemen and shitty development. And the Raiders could have made that trade to get Ezra Cleveland too, by the way. And he came out of Boise State.
And actually, Miller has a great contract.
Probably the best offensive lineman to come out of Boise State since Ryan Clady. Like, definitely. And by the way, Nate Powder's an offensive line coach. So, shout out to Boise State. If they lose to UNLV this year, I'm going to laugh. That could be what gets them out of here if they lose to UNLV, since UNLV is 6-2.
They're playing UNLV this year? In Boise, though, right?
I think they are.
In Boise?
They beat Wyoming, so Air Force has to lose. And I think one other team. But Air Force is pretty much undefeated, whooping everybody's ass. So,
hey, man, I'm just glad they beat fucking
Wyoming.
I didn't know if
32-7. I was like, yeah, they're gonna break it. And then shit. I think Colorado State lost, but I forget to who. And that whoever beat Colorado State, like that's a team that could ruin Boise season. I think they play Fresno State this week. Yeah, so that's this is an eliminator right there. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. The only person worth a first-round pick. Person worth a first round.
By the way, Colton Miller's a number 5th graded tackle
in pass blocking
and overall blocking.
I mean, that's nice. Took long enough. I still would have took Derwin James.
No, actually, he's been top 5 for a minute
in pass blocking. Yes, but I mean, he's not going for a first round pick. I hate to break that to you, but that's just not happening.
Why not?
Because he's not.
He's under 30.
He's not elite. He's not elite.
He's under 30.
He's not elite.
He's got a good contract.
He's not elite.
If
he was Laramie Tunsil, I would say yes.
He hasn't even been hurt.
He's not elite. He has a great contract.
I think you get a first-round pick for him, bro.
No, you fucking don't. Why would you get a first-round pick? Why would I respect his value if I'm trying to get him for cheaper? It would be like if Devontae If I was trading Max Crosby, yeah, you got to give me 2 first-round picks. Just because of what he does right now. But
did Tunsil get traded for a first? I think he got traded for a second.
Tunsil got traded for a fucking the Louisiana Purchase.
Third?
No, he got like a first, a second, I think a fourth. Like, that was a hell of a trade.
Well,
Kenny's first joke just hit.
Yeah,
I laughed my ass off with that one. Good
job.
job.
Funny.
At the what?
So
the Louisiana Purchase one.
Yeah.
Again, not that PFF is the end all be all.
2 out of 4, 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
But Colton Miller's grades are like.
Don't talk to me about PFF.
Are literally like twice as good as Laramie Tunsil's first.
I don't give
4
a
years.
shit about PFF.
I'm just saying, bro.
I don't. You don't care about PFF. Why are you quoting PFF, bro?
Because that's one opinion. That's not mine. It's one opinion that's not mine and not yours.
Hey,
I'm just telling you.
I'm not saying Colton Miller isn't a Pro Bowl caliber tackle, but guys could perform at his level. Austin Jackson is having an All-Pro season at right tackle for the Dolphins.
That's a right tackle.
But he was a left tackle coming out.
Right tackle.
He's only playing.
He's playing right tackle.
He's only playing right tackle because
right
you have a
tackle.
Hall of Fame left tackle at left tackle.
Okay, give me 5.
You can't have 2 left tackles play left tackle.
Give me 5 tackles better than him right now.
Austin Jackson's definitely better than Colton right now. This whole season.
Yeah, you're dick riding, bro.
I'm definitely not.
You are.
I'm definitely not.
You're dick riding,
I'm
bro.
definitely not. Just because I pointed out somebody who's hurt and overcame injury, and he has a great story about his sister giving her bone marrow. And
You're talking about the 46th best tackle, bro.
In what? In what?
Pass blocking.
How many pressures? How many pressures did he give up to the Chargers? How many, bro? He hasn't given up pressures like that this year. He's actually been very.
How
great.
many pressures do you think he's giving up, Kenny?
Maybe 3, 4,
Wrong.
5, 10. Well, shit, they
7
put up
hurries.
they put up 70 on the Broncos.
7 hurries.
You kind of got to give
2
him
hits and a sack. So pretty much he's giving up a hurry and a pressure a game.
at right tackle. That's practically a Pro Bowl.
Not really, bro.
I mean, that's Pro Bowl level for a right
Who
tackle.
else? Let's try again.
I mean, definitely somebody on the Packers O line. Probably Bakhtiari. I think Jenkins.
He's only played 1 game. He doesn't even count, bro.
Well, shit. I think Jenkins is playing guard. So whoever the fuck is playing left and right tackle for the Packers.
And your guy Tunsil's only played 4 games.
I didn't even mention Tunsil, but Tunsil's solidified. Tyus Howard?
Not even on this first page, bro.
We just can't. Like, Trent Williams is a class above everybody else, and the only person worth a first-round pick straight up for a tackle. It's like 40. So Cole Miller, unless his next contract
So the 2 tackles were graded higher than Cole Miller and they both actually have more pressures and hurries than him.
I believe it.
Are Christian Durasol and Jordan Malata. Behind him, Penei Sewell, Trent Williams, Tristan Wirfs, Zach Tom, Lane
I
Johnson.
think Zach Tom plays for the Packers.
Yeah, he does.
Who just after Zach Tom?
Lane Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Bernard Rumman, Brian O'Neill, Teron Armstead.
Mm-hmm. And the Raiders passed on 4 of those guys.
Then Bakhtiari, Tyrone Smith, Laramie Tunsil. And this has pretty much been
and all those dudes
level.
are Pro Bowlers except 3 guys.
He's been the consistent. He's pretty much been the same consistent most of his career.
But the quarterback play has been terrible. His value, like Colton's value, God damn it. Colton's value is directly connected to the quarterback play on his team. That's why he's not seen as a premier left tackle. That's why he's not worth the first round pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I think someone would give up a first round for him.
I mean, a 7-year-old. Actually, no. Even Isaiah wouldn't make that fucking trade.
I'm pretty sure somebody would, bro.
No, who?
Bro, I just gave you.
You got to name a team.
Bro,
the Commanders.
I just gave you 10.
Maybe
tackles.
the Commanders.
I just gave you 10 tackles that are about the same level.
Tom
He's
gets
rated
paid.
in.
Tom gets paid less than,
And he has a better contract than half of those dudes.
Yeah, Raymond is like on a 2nd-year deal. He's like his 2nd year in the league, and the Raiders passed on him. By the way, boy,
Pretty much what I'm
could use him at right tackle.
Pretty much what I've taken away from this conversation is Kenny just totally devalues left tackles.
No, I just devalue Raiders left tackles
You
because
just
the
devalue
quarterback
tackles,
plays terrible.
bro.
Derek Carr hurt everybody's pockets for 9 years. Be real. Be real.
Miller had his best year last year, but okay.
And Carr had his worst year?
What's that?
Can we put that on your gravestone?
Shit, that might be on my gravestone.
The Raiders passed on him, by the way.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Raiders passed on.
He's
The Raiders
annoying, I know.
passed on him, by the
Their
way.
scouting department should be fired. Like,
They have like 3 times since you've been saying
they
that.
should keep getting fired. Good. Just bring me in, bro. Just bring me in. I'm like, don't second guess the pick. Just take him. Just don't take him in the second
Bro, you
round.
be missing too, dog.
I hit way more
You
than I
missed
miss.
though too.
I hit like
Don't act like you don't miss. Dog.
my hit is like 80% of the time though.
Nah,
No, my
you're
20
like
is
70,
my
dog.
20 is horrible.
Like 65, dog.
Nah, fuck
mean,
you.
It's
70.
impressive.
It's a passing
It's impressive
grade.
that you remember all of that. Like, it's impressive you remember all that information, but it's just funny because every time you talk about a successful athlete, you're like, Raiders passed on him, by the way.
Yep. Like Danielle Hunter, Raiders passed on him. Stephon Diggs, Raiders passed on him.
But the worst part is too, he be naming like 2nd and 3rd rounders, and it's like, bro, everybody.
I named
passed
5th
on him.
rounders. Stephon Diggs is a
He'd be
5th
like,
round pick.
everyone will pass on him, bro.
Nah, that first round was heavy. Like if you don't take somebody in the 2nd or 3rd round, I can forgive it. Unless it's the fucking Derrick Henry pick, then I can't forgive it.
You weren't even that high on Derrick Henry coming out, bro.
I was hot. They needed a running back.
Y'all passed on Derrick Henry? I didn't know that.
You were like,
I know, right?
He's not even that fast, bro.
Nah, once he ran,
You were
once he
talking
ran
about
a
his 40,
4.54, I was like, that's cool.
You were like, that's fine.
Don't troll me, Nikki. I peeped that, but that was hilarious.
All right.
At least we didn't take Tyquan Thornton. Jesus Christ.
So
No
moving
Baylor
on,
receivers.
Week 8 highlights.
Where's Denzel Mims?
Chiefs fumbled the bag to the Broncos. I think that's what their 3rd loss in a row.
That is the first time the Broncos have beaten the Chiefs since 2015. That was my 2nd year at CSUN.
The Cowboys smacked the Rams.
Badly. Did we already talk about that?
No, we haven't. We haven't talked about anything about the Raiders.
No, I feel like last week we talked about that.
That was last week. How could we have talked
Literally
about
impossible.
I'm thinking about
to
I'm thinking about the Cowboys offense. Like, oh yeah, CD Lamb went off again.
CD Lamb did not go off 2 weeks ago.
He didn't.
No.
it?
What 8-8 am I
Might
thinking
need
about?
some water, bro.
I
I
might
don't think
have-
you should have ate that pasta before. I think it
No, I actually didn't eat. I didn't eat.
I think it's
early.
like your sugar.
It didn't spike my sugar. Actually, my sugar's been low as fuck.
Yeah, but
I gotta
eating
go.
straight pasta and cheese will spike your sugar.
It doesn't spike my sugar as much as you think.
Okay.
My shit hasn't been over 100 in like a month.
So you just fucking dehydrated.
Not dehydrated because I'm drinking water.
Your brain capacity.
I think the painkillers that I took for my tooth are finally wearing off. I don't know. This has been a weird day. Went off. I think it's because like the subpar norms that I ate earlier. Anyway,
Moving on. Week 9 preview. Dolphins Chiefs.
in Frankfurt, Germany.
Frankfurt, 6:30 a.m. Gonna be a long one for the boys. Bills Bengals. That's a big one. They've been talking about on the radio a lot.
Plus, the Bills got Rasul Douglas at the trade deadline.
I think the Bengals might low-key clap them, bro, because the Bengals are finally starting to look like the Bengals.
Yeah, especially after what they did to the Niners.
O-line's looking better, too.
Yep. Jonah Williams at right tackle. Who knew?
Cowboys, Eagles.
Bloodbath. Just another
be?
It's going to be another bloodbath.
I feel like the Eagles might clap them, dog.
Eagles will win, but again, it's going to be a bloodbath.
I think
If
they
the
might clap
Commanders can take the Eagles down to the wire, the Cowboys can do it. Or the Cowboys are going to get, like, fucking Loki'd.
them. You trust the Cowboys corners versus that?
It ain't even about the
receivers?
corners. It's about, are the Eagles going to run the ball down the Cowboys' throat?
That's
Are
what
they
I'm
gonna
saying.
Are they
I
going to
really
neutralize
think the
Michael
Eagles-
Parsons?
I think the Eagles might blow them
Bro,
out.
A.J.
bro.
Brown is a monster.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Eagles might blow them out. You're just making my point for me.
Hey, you know
what is it that you think that's going to keep the Cowboys close? Because you're saying it's going to be a bloodbath, so I'm wondering what you think is going to keep the Cowboys close.
Eagles getting off to a slow start offensively and not really being able to run the ball at all.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys stop the tush push, if the Cowboys stop the tush push more than 3 times,
the Eagles got an offensive line too, Doug. So
I mean,
they can run the football. It's just a matter of if they
who's going to
call
be
it
running
right and who's running it. Yeah. So
it would be great if Godard could get some more touchdowns, but you know. By the way, how'd your parlay do?
I hit today. I hit a lot this week, actually.
Good.
Nikki, you want to talk about Monday Night Football?
Monday Night Football, we have
Jay Brown could have been a Raider. Joking.
Sorry, I was in the middle of responding to a work email. My bad. Off the clock. Who is it again? Sorry.
Monday Night Football.
It's Chargers. It's Chargers and who else?
Jets.
Chargers, Jets. That's what it is. Yeah, so Chargers are favored by 3 points. Over-under is 41.5. Who we all got?
I'm going to take the Chargers, and I'm going to take the under.
What I would have taken.
Oh, somebody might actually win now.
I want to be a contrarian.
I actually suffered my first loss because I went for the Raiders this Monday.
Yeah, that was
I actually lost.
That was a bad choice. I said that was a bad choice from the get-go.
We did. We both owed you at the time.
Yeah, well, I've been more accurate than both of y'all, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, spicy.
Allegedly, even though you don't ever announce your picks, but it's fine.
Ever.
Okay, I've been keeping track of them.
One day, like
you would serve. It's like
if the book. Right? Yeah, I was just gonna say
you
that.
would fucking serve.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm up now.
If the book of TDT is ever written, like our producers, interns, notebooks might be fucking subpoenaed.
Feds, straight up Fed shit. Like we don't even know where Serve is right now. Damn, was she like a?
She had a kid.
Good for her, Serve.
I mean, the dude that got swept by me in fantasy is talking about the validity of my picks. That's crazy.
Ouch. She ain't talking to me.
Your validity of your picks. Wow. Totally different sports.
Don't
totally different sports. Totally different sports.
Did you tell me not to get
comfortable? That's cool. That's cool.
No, because I'm about to sweep you too, bro.
No, we were talking about.
I'm about to sweep you too, bro.
We were talking about baseball, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I beat you in basketball." Like, okay, what does that mean?
I mean, she would win the. She would win the rubber match in basketball.
Fantasy sports is different than pick'ems. Totally different sport.
I'm beating you in both.
Damn.
Whatever. I don't know ball. Remember?
She said, "You don't know parlays or pick'ems." That's crazy.
I've been hitting on the parlays.
Not last week. Last week.
I suck at parlays. I've been shitting the bed in prize picks so hard. So like that's like my thing. That's like my Achilles heel.
Can't relate. I'm not allowed to legally gamble. So yep,
that makes sense.
Not allowed to legally gamble.
Well, gambling is illegal in general in California. So
not when you work for certain organizations.
For legal reasons, it's a joke, you know?
Yeah, legalese. By the way, I definitely got the Jets on the under.
Ooh. Yeah.
See a special teams touchdown.
I got the Chargers on the over.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like, I think Wilson has like the best game of his career against the shitty Chargers defense. And somehow keeps it close. And gives everybody a good scare. And Breece Hall needs to get like 30 touches. If we just keeping that a beam. And Garrett Wilson might go off. Like who's covering Garrett Wilson? Let's be real. So yeah. I got Jets on the under. Be a low scoring fist fight. And a phone booth.
Okay, so moving on. Real quick. MLB's over. Texas Rangers won. Why are you hating on the Rangers, dog?
Fuck the Rangers.
Why?
Because I'm an Angels fan for about 20 more minutes.
Yes, it's not
so
really a
weird,
rivalry.
right when you said that, I was typing the word Angels. Crazy.
Yeah, synergy. I can tell you. I just want Harden Marino to just sell the fucking team already, so I can just move on to be a full-time Dodgers fan. You know?
Hey, and then of course
I'm a big Dodgers fan.
The other news of the week. I was on a fucking roller coaster between Monday and Tuesday, but the Clippers got James Harden. Shout out to Artesia, great man, coming home.
Didn't watch it out. Artesia.
He really got okay, bro. My neighbor
joking.
literally went to Artesia, bro. My neighbor literally paid.
It was a literal joke, and like, you got offended by it. Bro. You literally got offended by the joke. That's crazy.
As
if you haven't said my neighbor went to Artesia 87 times.
Because motherfuckers act like
we all know you know where
the fucking 200 NBA games, bro. And that shit's getting disrespectful, and I'm tired of it, bro.
I mean, then come back outside.
I'm tired of it,
Stop being pussy.
I'm tired of it, man.
Come back outside. Stop acting like Papoose. You out here getting Remy Mod and just taking it.
Nah, man, because I don't need to talk, bro. It's we have 4.
I think NBA Twitter missed you, and you're just not coming back. You're like Mace.
We have 2 MVPs, bro.
You're like Ty Dolla $ign when you wanted to drop a full album.
A Finals MVP, and Paul George, bro.
And if y'all don't win, you don't have an excuse.
And what's crazy is the Lakers beat us last night.
Clapped you.
And motherfuckers did not clap us. They beat us.
When is a clap?
No.
Do you clap when you win?
No.
Hey, do you clap when you win?
That's propaganda. That's bullshit.
Do you clap when you win? Hey, clap.
All I know is the last 11 times
I clap when I win. I clapped at graduation.
Hold on. Let me talk. The last 11 times the Clippers have smacked the fuck out of the Lakers, like beat them by 10, 20, 30, 50.
Nobody remembers that.
Nobody threw the ball in the air and was celebrating like LeBron. Kobe would never do that shit. And last year, when the Clippers beat them for the 11th straight time, AD and LeBron were like, they caught us in a bad night, bad scheduling, back-to-back. We just played overtime last night, blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. And, like, you could literally say the same exact thing about the Clippers this time around, except for the Clippers didn't say that, 1. And 2, the Clippers were down 4 players, just bodies. And they're down a dude who averages a double-double in James Harden. So it's like, bro.
Okay, you're right.
The Lakers had some real big Pat Bev energy. That shit was weird, bro.
You're right.
For a team that has 20 fucking banners, y'all still don't know how to fucking act. And it's sad because
neither do Celtics fans.
Y'all have watched fucking 20 years of championship basketball, and you still look at this team with ugly-ass Maxey and Christian Wood and Cam Reddish, and you pay $300 to go there and take a fucking selfie and watch a mid-ass team knowing damn well those 2000 Laker teams and the 2010 Laker teams have fucking real dudes that were 12 deep. Like, Brian Cook could start for this sorry-ass Laker team, bro. And he didn't get no burn.
15 and 8.
He didn't get no burn.
15 and 8.
Those Laker teams have Ron Harper and Mitch Richmond.
Medford Danko would do work.
And Glenn Rice just sitting on the bench, bro. And those dudes were dudes. Like, and now you want to come over here banging for these reclamation projects and Christian Wood, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about Austin Reeves, the one point guard that's never won a medal in Team USA history. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Reeves.
Wasn't Chucky Atkins invited to the Olympics?
Jesus, bro.
Wasn't Chucky Atkins
Team didn't win wearing a fucking bronze, bro. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I mean, they sent the D team.
So what? We've sent the D team before and still at least won a fucking bronze.
If Melo's there,
we still won a bronze. He won a bronze the first year.
That's because Melo was there.
Yeah, he was there.
If Melo wasn't there, they wouldn't have won. Therefore, Melo is not a D+ player.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying right now.
Put some respect on Melo's name.
I don't know what the fuck.
My man's goated.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Melo's goated.
I don't know what you're saying.
That's like saying if you put Kobe on the Bobcats, they're trash. Nope, Kobe's not trash. Their team is trash. They need to hit Kobe's level.
That team had Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett and Marbury and a bunch of...
Tim Duncan was unexpired as fuck.
AI.
How many... Wasn't Tim Duncan winning rings when he showed up? Not doing shit for Team USA? We don't talk about how, like, some of those guys on the Spurs just took fucking plays off during the Olympics.
All right, college football. Make it quick.
By the way, when the Clippers win a ring, then we'll stop talking shit.
You better pray to whatever God you believe in that doesn't happen.
If they do,
because if that
you better be
you
better be crip walking
at
this.
Does happen?
You better
bro,
be showing your ass at the parade.
I'm taking a month out off of work. I'm gonna be just kicking it on Prairie and Crenshaw, just drinking Hennessy. I'm gonna go on a radio tour, literally calling every single radio station in Los Angeles, crying like I won a Granny. I'm gonna buy a fucking replica ring and just wear it all the time around.
Hold on, you just said Prairie and Crenshaw. That's not even a real place, bitch. See,
I meant Prairie and Century.
No, okay.
I meant Prairie and Century.
Okay, so Gentrifier Central.
That's fine.
You didn't say Doty. You didn't say Doty because you pussy. But
why would I hang out on Doty, bro? Nobody drives through there.
No, I meant Doty.
You purposely drive around.
I meant Doty and El Segundo.
No, that's fine. I'll hit UConn, bro.
I meant Doty and El Segundo.
I'll turn on UConn. I don't need to turn on Doty.
You don't need to be nowhere near Doty.
All right, college football.
You're gonna be at the lounge.
College football.
Looking at me for? I'm joking. All right, so the game of the year, arguably, or the week, depending on. Actually, the game of the Pac-12 conference. Washington, USC. I mean, yeah, Washington needs to win this game. If he wins out, they'll go straight to the Pac-12 title game, even though they have statistically probably the worst defense in school history.
Damn.
Like, Cal really on. I told y'all Cal could have beat them. People were like, no, they're going to blow Cal out. I'm in the press box like, no, Cal will clap cheeks. Y'all better quit fucking playing on Justin Wilcox's top. Pause. Like, they can't stop that light-skinned running back, Jay Knott, okay? That man out there embodying the spirit of great Cal running backs. That man out here was running through USC's defense, 60-yard touchdown runs, 3 touchdowns, 170 yards, averaging like 8 yards a carry. The only reason why they didn't win that game is because they fumbled it and he got hurt. 50-49 on the road, and the last time you're going to play Cal because they're going over to the fucking ACC. I mean, like, it's... I think this is a game you got to fire. Oh, boy. I think this is a game because I think USC is giving up 200 yards rushing. I'm going to say about 7 times this year. Again, we already agreed 196 is 200 and 198 is 200. So I'm counting San Jose State and Stanford, even though both those wins were blowouts. With the exception of the Notre Dame game and Nevada, 200 yards rushing. Like 220. It's disgusting. So Washington, Penix is the best quarterback in the country, and honestly, is a better passer of the football than Caleb Williams. I've already been over this. If I'm starting an NFL offense tomorrow and I need functionality and a guy who can throw it deep and can follow a script, NFL script, injuries be damned, I'm taking Michael Penix Jr. But if I'm like the Niners or if I'm the Vikings, I'd take Caleb Williams because that's a playmaker, and Lincoln Riley's offense is beneath Caleb Williams. Honestly, like Caleb really is the best quarterback Lincoln's ever coached, and if you take away the slant, it's not close at all. If you take away the slant, the occasional deep shot downfield, that's usually a miss because his deep ball accuracy needs work.
You're comparing Caleb Williams against the former highest paid NFL quarterback in league history.
Who's that?
As of like Jalen Hurts.
Do you really think Caleb? You really Jalen? Are you? Hold on. Do you honestly think Jalen Hurts is a better passing quarterback than Caleb Williams? And I need you to say that and then piss in a cup and then tell me the result of the test.
I've seen them both play.
Do you really think? Nobody said Jalen Hurts was was number 1 overall pick at QB. Nobody said that ever. That was never a thing. He never showed that ability in college.
Him going in the second round was a reach, dog.
Some people called it a reach, but it was the perfect spot. If it wasn't Philly, it would have been a reach.
It worked out.
He could have been Malik Willis. Does that make you feel better?
He went 52nd overall. He was how do you say projected first round though?
He was not projected first round. He was not projected first round. That was cap.
That was cap.
That was super cap. Was that the Senior Bowl
Some
that
people
year?
had him in 5th round grade.
Was that the Senior Bowl that year? I think I was at the Senior Bowl that year.
No.
That was super cap.
I
That was Super
legitimately
Mario
have
Bros.
no
cap.
You went to that stupid.
I have literally
You went to
no
that
reason-
stupid event where they give him a half Alabama, half Oklahoma.
No, I didn't go to that because my flight was delayed. I missed that.
So you just.
But I went to the other thing. They did 2 more things for him. But I went to the other stuff. I just didn't hit that because they had that shit at the crack of dawn. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's bad enough I got to go from LA to Texas. That was a bad flight.
That Senior Bowl was pretty much a Jalen Hurts dick riding, and he still threw hella picks.
And
he still somehow win the second round.
I had hella interviews that year
He's only
too.
gotten better. So,
Yeah, but he's not Caleb Williams.
Caleb does like some shit we've only seen up one other player.
And homies I know who covered him in high school say he ran all the time in high school. He hates running, so he's the antithesis of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts will take off and run. Caleb don't like running. So if you take away the ability to throw a slant in USC's offense, throw it deep, and throw a stupid ass screen, USC's fucked. They're just like, hey, Caleb, just run around and figure it out. Oh, and then we'll run the ball in the first half and then stop running it. That's Lincoln Riley's fault. That hurts your quarterback. That hurts your quarterback's draft stock. So, I mean, there's
any other you don't know ball comments you want to make, Nikki?
Yeah, because like I'm in the press box. I'll be there. Like I got quotes.
I don't know what point you're trying to make, but I'm heavily aware of Caleb Williams' play.
You tried to like really put Jalen Hurts over him, and I'm just like, are you okay?
I never did.
You alluded to it.
You didn't Marshawn Lynch it, but you were close.
I know the quarterbacks that Lincoln Riley have coached better than anyone, definitely on this pod.
No, that is not true either. You tried it though. You tried it. That was nice.
Do you mean, did you give a fuck about Lincoln Riley 3 years ago?
I gave a fuck about the quarterbacks, not
Sure.
Lincoln. You cared about the offense.
You despise Baker Mayfield, and you've never fucked with Kyler Murray either. But okay,
I didn't fuck with Baker because he was getting the benefit of the doubt when he ran for the police. That's what I didn't like, and it didn't hurt his draft stock at all. So yeah, I really wasn't feeling it. And how he did Odell, and he ruined Odell's career. If we're being honest,
no.
And then Nick Chubb would have been better off getting the ball earlier. So he kind of held up Nick Chubb's career and fucked off Odell's career and threw hospital balls to Jarvis Landry.
He didn't do anything, man. One man on a 53-man roster.
He had Joe Thomas at left tackle and was still ass. Crazy work. I'm just saying, let's not act like, oh yeah, and he got Hugh Jackson fired, but somehow
he got him fired.
He kind of got Hugh Jackson fired. He got Hugh Jackson fired.
He's going for real right now. He got him fired.
He got Hugh Jackson fired.
You do remember
on Hard Knocks.
You do remember 2 years ago, Jalen Hurts almost lost his job to Gardner Minshew, right?
Was about to lose it.
You remember that?
He was damn near there. If he didn't play bad against Dallas, they would have kept him.
So let's not ride him too hard. Let's not glaze him too hard.
It's oh God, I don't want to know. I feel like it involves Crisco and like scented lavender lube, and I don't want to know.
I still don't even know what that means, but it sounded right, so I just went with it.
It sounds like a violation.
Nikki told me I'm not allowed to fucking Google words, so
I mean, no,
Hurts is not even the same conversation as his college play level with Baker and Kyler Murray. That's not the point that I was making.
Kyler's better than Baker, but
that's quite a bold statement, in my opinion.
It's really not.
She says she know.
It's really not.
She says she know QB's better than us. That's crazy work.
Yeah,
that's crazy work.
No, I said I've known the QBs that Lincoln Riley have coached. I have watched them every single game of their careers.
I believe you,
especially Kyler Murray.
I believe you.
He lived from A&M all the way to Oklahoma. I've watched.
I remember when he was at A&M. I remember Kevin Sumlin.
In Texas. I've literally watched Kyler Murray play football in high school. I've been to his high school games before.
I don't give a shit about high school football because in Cali, everybody's great in high school.
It doesn't matter. Caleb has done.
Dory Jackson looked like Deion Sanders in high school. How'd that turn out?
Caleb is doing shit in college that they never even did their whole entire lives.
In the pros.
Their whole entire lives.
In the pros.
Caleb is doing shit that we've only seen Pat Mahomes do.
And maybe Josh Allen that one game where they lost in overtime. Throwing off his back foot.
Baker Mayfield was a better quarterback in college than him.
No, he wasn't.
He absolutely was.
Baker was out here stealing rushing touchdowns from.
You don't know ball.
From Andre Stevenson.
Okay.
What was the fullback Flowers who kept tearing his ACL? Like, he stole hella rushing touchdowns from people. Let's keep it big.
How is Patrick Mahomes?
Mark Andrews made Baker Mayfield. There, I said it.
Johnny Manziel was better than Baker Mayfield. There, I said it.
He was. He definitely was.
Woo!
College than Baker Mayfield. Be so for real right now.
Manziel was definitely better than Baker Mayfield.
No, give me actual reasons where Patrick Mahomes was better than Baker Mayfield in.
Are you fucking serious? Did you not watch when he threw for like 9,000 yards?
Oh, yeah,
and that bum ass Texas Tech offense.
Oh my God! Are you talking about the
Keke Coutee was out there looking like Randy Moss.
Are you talking about the game
that Oklahoma lost because they had a better defense?
Where Baker Mayfield actually threw more yards that game than Patrick Mahomes did?
Because Texas Tech defense is ass.
And actually won the game.
Because Texas Tech is ass.
That game.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
If Baker Mayfield didn't play, Texas Tech washes them. But if Mahomes doesn't play, it's not even close.
Honestly, though,
if you put Mahomes on Oklahoma,
let's stay on the subject. Yeah. Fuck all that. Caleb is doing shit that none of those dudes you named have ever done. Period.
Ever.
Okay, like what?
I just named him.
His ball placement.
His Heisman year was better. His Heisman year was better.
He's been. I mean, I don't know.
And he's doing
USC is a fucking 6-win team.
And he's doing it in the number 2 media market with the most scrutiny.
Oh, yeah, and he wasn't the reason they lost to Tulane. Let's talk about that. But he set a fucking yardage record for a bowl game and lost because his defense and his third receiver, Mario Williams Jr., by the way, fumbled that kickoff. Got to talk about it. Not everybody from Oklahoma hit. By the way, Oklahoma totally shit the bed and lost against Kansas.
I hope you know that Oklahoma and USC are going to play against each other in the Rose Bowl, and Oklahoma is going to.
Do you honestly think they're going to make it to the Rose Bowl? I will bet you money. Ooh, that is hilarious.
Before 2-loss USC.
Who the fuck? Yeah. Who is taking Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl and they lost to Kansas, bruh? Be real. Be honest. They lost to Jason Bean. Whooped your ass. Jason Bean whooped you. He's been in college for like 6 years.
Who has a better record and who's ranked higher?
Hey, who beat Oklahoma? Who beat Oklahoma? Kansas, right? To get bowl eligible? Jaden Daniels ain't played in like 4 games. His back is fucked up.
What's the point you're trying to make?
Jason Bean, the backup quarterback, stomped out your team. You lost to Kansas for the first time in your life. You saw Oklahoma lose to Kansas for the first time you've drew breath as a human. You realize that, right? My sister's older than you, and she's never seen fucking Oklahoma lose to Kansas.
Stop being biased for 2
That's not bias. Those are facts. The Big 12's done. The Big 12's done.
Stop cutting me off.
You're not cooking with enough salt, ma'am.
No, are you going to let me finish? Or are you going to keep talking? Because you can't just say that and then talk over me. Because talking over me isn't an effective argument. You're trying to tell me 1 loss, top 10 ranked Oklahoma.
Notice how I stopped talking?
That beat 7th ranked Texas. Okay.
Let me check.
And is on track to possibly, theoretically, make the college football playoff. Is less eligible, in your opinion, than USC, who's ranked 24th and just beat unranked Cal
20th.
2 losses and has 2 losses and a near miss against unranked Arizona. Think about that.
I hate to break it to you.
Really, who's the better football team?
USC is
USC
ass.
Is a better football team? You go crazy.
USC is not winning out. So therefore, USC isn't going to make the Rose Bowl. USC isn't going to make the Rose Bowl. You're going to probably lose to Penn State in the Rose Bowl. Actually, I take it back. Oklahoma won't make it either because a 2-loss team ain't making it to the Rose Bowl.
Oklahoma is, bro. Lose against Oklahoma State? Really?
No, they already, but they're not like beating Oklahoma State doesn't do anything. No, let's look at.
We need to wrap this shit up.
I am, but I'm saying just look at realistically, USC's probably not going to beat Washington. They're probably not going to beat Oregon. Because they can't stop the running. Oregon runs the fucking ball and has great tempo. And Bo Nix is just good enough at 47 years old. So
was giving you the benefit of the doubt. But
And they might not be UCLA.
they might get destroyed by UCLA. And this is me saying this. They could end up getting their ass stomped by Air Force in the LA Bowl. Honestly, if they did win out, it's probably better if they don't win out.
What's the order? It's right now. It's Washington.
It's like
who do they play next week?
They play fucking Oregon right after.
And then they play UCLA. So if they drop those two, do you think Caleb will just sit out the rest of the season?
If Caleb gets hurt, he's sitting out.
No, but I'm saying even if he doesn't,
he's going to play because Miller Moss.
If they lose those 2 games and they have 4 losses,
playing.
You think he's going to keep playing?
He ain't playing the bowl game if they got 4 losses. I'll tell you that much. If they lose 2 more times, he's not playing in the bowl game. It'll be Miller Moss time. And then if Jaden DeLar ends up transferring from Arizona because Noah Fafita won the starting job and he's the freshman of the month, looking like All-American. If Jaden DeLar transfers from Arizona, he'll probably come to USC, play with Lincoln
Okay,
Riley.
bro, you've given this take 7 times. Can you say something
I'm
you
just
haven't
telling
said so we can wrap up the segment?
I'm just saying, if we break down the list, Texas, there's nobody left on Texas's schedule that will boost their resume. Georgia is undefeated and just chilling. Alabama's only lost to Texas, who lost to Oklahoma, who got clapped by Kansas. And if you really think Kansas can play against Bama,
the biased words are crazy. Got clapped by Kansas. You mean by
you got clapped. You got clapped by an unranked team. You got clapped by an unranked team whose starting quarterback was hurt. Yes, that's the narrative. The SEC and all the pundits will play against you.
Kansas, the same record as USC, Kansas.
And you think Kansas is going to be USC?
Continue. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you something. Take the Pac-12 out of it because the West Coast has no power when it comes to really voting for this. The SEC has a lock on 2. The SEC has a lock on 2 playoff spots, Bama and Georgia. And if God forbid Bama beats Georgia in the SEC title game, because then Georgia's going to be like, our only loss is to Bama, and we're the defending champs. So you got Bama, Georgia, Florida State if they win out, and Washington if they can win out. Do you really think Texas is jumping any team in the top 10? Do you think they're... Oh, I forgot about Ohio State, Michigan. I didn't even mention them. See? So that's already 6 teams. Where is Texas or Oklahoma getting into a major playoff game or a bowl game? Where does that happen? Tell me a 2-loss Oklahoma team is going to jump any of the teams I mentioned. Because 1 loss Ohio State. Ohio State's actually ranked number 1 in the country. My bad. Forgot to mention that.
Why did you... See, you decided to use a negative connotation to Oklahoma, talking about getting clapped by Kansas by 5 points.
Because it's bad to lose to a team that doesn't have their starting quarterback and is unranked.
6-2 Kansas that has a better schedule than USC does.
Forget USC. I'm talking about Oklahoma's.
Okay, guys, we need to move on.
All right. Bottom line is,
I was pointing out your inherent bias that you say you don't have.
There's no. But I literally have said USC's trash, like god awful trash.
You're literally biased as shit, saying Jalen is better than.
You can't get off Oklahoma.
You're not
like
much better.
Oklahoma's not it.
Jalen is better.
Oklahoma might lose to K-State, which is ranked 25th, by the way. Which K-State destroyed TCU.
Is 5 times better college quarterback than Jalen Hurts is.
He might be a better pro too.
I guess
he could throw in the middle of the field.
I've seen his product in Oklahoma countless times. We'll see how it goes.
By the way, to wrap this up for college football, Michigan is in serious trouble. Like I tweeted,
I thought they weren't going to get in trouble.
They're probably going to get in trouble because the whole Big Ten is against them now. Like now, everybody's coming out and making statements. Fucking Central Michigan came out. Like the dude who stole the signs is right there in fucking Central Michigan gear as an employee of Michigan. Like everybody's coming out. The Big 12's, the Pac-12 about to come out against Michigan in a minute. Like it's about to be bad for Harbaugh. And I pray to God they don't fire him and he doesn't become the Raiders head coach because that could realistically happen. But yeah, it's not looking great. And Deion Sanders players got their shit stolen at the Rose Bowl, but you know that didn't happen at Jackson State. You think he'd apologize, but nope, he didn't. But you know, the water's green, the air is greener. The air is better in Colorado, even though he getting blood clots and shit out there because he has a foot problem and that high altitude is terrible for him. But you know, shit on Jackson State and the HBCUs that actually gave you your first coaching job because you're an offensive coordinator in high school. But you know, That shit was whack that those players got their shit stolen. But yeah.
All right, moving on. Touchdown or turnover. Let's speed through it. Nikki, please. Por favor.
Let's see.
Got activities I'm
right,
trying to get to after.
Sorry, I'm just.
The Giant?
Okay. All right, Falcons bench their quarterback, and they're deciding to start their backup Heineke versus the Vikings instead.
I'm going to say it's a touchdown because Ritter clearly wasn't it, but honestly, I don't think Heineke's any better. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think these teams got to really start investing in better backup quarterbacks. To Cam's point early in the season, like, I'm pretty sure he could be starting for the Falcons or the Raiders this week.
Cam could definitely be starting for the Raiders right now. I would accept it. It's definitely a touchdown because Drake London was out here about to break his goddamn neck just to score a touchdown because Ritter was getting him the ball in crazy ass spots. Like, they have an offense. The defense is starting to get torched. That everybody in that offense is being held back because of the quarterback position. I think if anybody should tank, it'd be them. But they're the Falcons are the first are first in the NFC South. As bad as they are, crazy, right?
Yep. Next, run the ball. Good shit happens.
Seahawks acquire Leonard Williams from Giants for 2 picks.
2 lottery ticket scratchers and a Burger King family wrap meal.
It's a touchdown. Obviously, USC coaching tree connects well to Pete Carroll. I think it's a perfect spot for him to kind of redeem his career. He'll get some more run as a 3 technique.
Everybody's going to eat next to him.
Adding Frank Clark as a situational pass rusher for the playoffs, I think that's perfect for them as well.
Their secondary is healing up.
Their secondary is nice. They low-key have a Super Bowl defense. They really do. And
all Geno has to do is not play like shit.
We'll get to the other move in the NFC West in a little bit, but I think that was also a reactionary move to what the Seahawks did. And he had a shitty contract, so I think that's why a lot of teams didn't want to make a move for him. But Seahawks don't care about that shit. They were the kind of
they still paying Jamal Adams.
They find ways to draft players to make up for the misses they make in the first round
and free agency.
Yep.
Leonard Williams, that's a grown man. Touchdown for sure.
Leonard Fournette is signing with the Bills practice squad.
Yep. They can't really run the ball. So playoff Lenny's going to go up there, and he already said it's colder than penguin ass.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a touchdown.
Will he wear 7 is the question.
What's Cook's problem? I don't get it.
He's not a ground and pound running back.
I don't get why they can't make a running back work in Buffalo since
Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
The curse.
All right, next.
Sorry, my screen's glitching.
She's too busy Googling Jalen Hurts stats.
I was the biggest Jalen Hurts hater on the planet.
Fourth quarter Jalen Hurts stats compared to Caleb Williams.
Biggest Jalen Hurts hater on the planet.
Second half interception totals.
Okay, children, let's keep it moving. We were making up some time.
Jalen Hurts hater in college. If he had no haters, I was dead. Anyway, Commanders trade Sweat to Bears for 2nd round pick.
Y'all are gonna die trying to get the last word in on each other. Like,
I'm really not. I literally let her talk. I got quiet.
You let me talk, but
yeah.
I stopped talking, and then you snapped about how I wasn't letting you talk, and I'm like, but I let you talk. And then instead of talking about what you should have been talking about, you talked about how I wasn't letting you talk.
There too. Okay, don't gaslight me.
I mean, you should have called me sis. No, I'm just playing. I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm for real joking though. For real.
Bears getting Sweat. That's a touchdown.
Already said they stole.
What I don't understand is
Raiders passed on him too. By the way,
what I don't understand is what the fuck are the Bears doing, bro? You just traded Roquan Smith last year to sign Edmonds, and now you're getting Sweat.
Edmonds is worse.
2 years after trading Khalil Mack for nothing and trading away your whole defensive line letting your whole defensive line walk.
And almost traded Jalen Johnson, your best corner.
Yeah, I don't.
And took Kyler Gordon. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck the Bears are doing. They just keep rehashing the same
Get
shit.
Pace the fuck out of it.
Whatever,
shit.
fuck it. Sweat was a good value, so hopefully it works out.
Raiders could have had him.
Gonna have to pay him though. So
I mean, if you don't want him, you don't have to pay him. That's the beauty of it.
All right. Lions land Peoples-Jones in deal with Brown.
That was a great trade. Donovan Peoples-Jones is always, he was like the number one player in the country coming out of high school, 5-star recruit at Michigan. Wasn't really going to fulfill his potential in Cleveland, but he was pretty good. And I think for Detroit, that's an excellent pickup when you need somebody to take the top off and help Amon-Ra St. Brown, because we know like the other receivers just aren't really cutting it. But Sam Laporta is a beast.
yeah, I agree. It's a touchdown. They've been waiting for him to do something.
Jones is a Michigan,
But I mean,
Michigan
Browns fans have been saying that he's a sleeper for like 3 years. So
I mean, if it's not Cooper, it's not Chubb, but it's not Njoku. And Deshaun Watson, we don't know what the hell's happening with his shoulder. So, I mean, you be getting him the ball. He's just a number 2, number 3 returner. I think he has potential to be more. I'm just glad he didn't go to the Chiefs.
just like fucking Williams,
Who?
the Lions, the dude who got hit for gambling.
Oh, Jameson Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, they just, I mean.
But everything you just said about Peoples,
But Williams was a first-round pick, though. Like, Williams was the best receiver in that class if he doesn't tear his ACL. And, like, he's shown he could be a deep threat. But Goff's favorite target is Laporta. They're finally giving Gibbs the ball and Amon-Ra. That's the offense. And then they sometimes throw it to Jameson Williams. Now, those reverses were stupid. They had no business running those reverses because the Raiders' defense wasn't playing that shit.
Well, they ran it because the Bears ran it. And Max Crosby was struggling with it.
You just run it to the opposite side of Crosby. But Williams is
They were running it at Crosby.
Williams can play, yeah, but it wasn't going for positive yardage.
Yes, it was.
No, that was
He was getting caught slipping,
No,
bro.
that was number 11. That was Khalif Raymond.
It was
Raymond was getting the positive reverses. Jameson Williams had one that went negative.
no. I'm talking about the Bears.
Oh, well, yeah. It's the Bears.
But you said they had no business running. I'm telling you, that's
I was talking about the Lions had no business running it.
That's why they ran it, because the Bears ran it. The Bears ran it effectively. That's why they
The
ran
Raiders
it.
are like, hey, man, we're bad, but we're not this bad.
All right, next.
Next up, 49ers acquired Chase Young from Commanders for a Big Mac and $1.50.
Third round pick. Absolutely a motherfucking touchdown. The
My
rich get richer.
My nephew's birthday party didn't cost that fucking much.
I don't know how you got fucking.
How do they have the space? It's crazy.
They sold their soul to the devil, just like Wes Welker did.
Like,
That
they're
D
trying
line
to
is
pull
crazy.
the Rams, but like more effective than the Rams.
How do you have Drake
D line
Jackson?
is crazy.
Drake, bro, that's a NASCAR package. Drake Jackson, Bosa. You can slide Bosa inside. You have Armstead, Bosa, fucking Kinlaw. Like, bro, you just have Fred Warner out there, and no other linebackers, and just say block.
No,
these
that other
five.
linebacker is nice too.
Yeah, Greenlaw.
Yeah, Greenlaw's nice. He's hurt, but he's nice.
Well, you could just be like, fuck it. We just got Warner and we got Chase Young, Drake Jackson, Buckner. No, not
Hargrave.
Buckner. Armstead, my bad. Armstead, Hargrave, Bosa, and fucking Cleveland Farrell and somebody else. Like, bro, they're like eight
Bro,
deep.
they're like, that's fucking
They're
wild.
8 deep and it's ridiculous. Like,
On a D line.
somebody's going to switch the linebacker. They're just going to start playing Bosa at fucking defensive tackle. Or just put him in, just shade him over the center and just make his life miserable. I would just put Buckner and I would run a double eagle just to piss people off. Like, hey, Drake Jackson on one side.
Drake Jackson not even getting burned, bro.
That's the crazy part. He had like 4 sacks early in the season or some shit like that. He was balling out early. Drake Jackson on one side, Chase on the other, Bosa shaded. Like
this is your bias, bro.
No, but I'm saying
Drake Jackson's not playing, dog.
No, on passing downs. Like think about
He's not getting no burn.
But think about what you could do with all those pass rushers.
Yeah,
who are athletic freaks. Like you could literally just run double eagle and say "fuck you guys."
Honestly, fuck all that. You don't even need to do any of that shit, bro. Just run your core four. That's all you need. That's the four you need. That's it. They can stop the run. They can fucking two gap. They can get upfield. They're all fucking freaks, bro.
That goal line defense is scary.
Brett Warner's about to eat, bro.
Aren't the Niners playing the Cardinals one more time? Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath. I think Kyler might not want to come back until after that game. Might want to sit that one out, buddy.
That front seven makes up for that mid-us back four. That's for sure.
I don't know what Paris Johnson's playing like this year, but when he sees that, he's going to be like, what the fuck, bro?
All right, next.
There's 7 of you motherfuckers.
I honestly think that sometime within my lifetime, I think Kyler Murray might end up on the Patriots. That might be me inhaling copium, but
They'll make him a slot receiver just to piss everybody off. Shout out to Malik Cunningham.
That's something that Bill Belichick would do.
Reverse.
Let's see. Packers sending Douglas and a 5th-round pick to the Bills in exchange for a 3rd rounder.
That's wild. I didn't think he would go for that much.
Oh, shit, with me, I'm going to score 38, okay?
I guess it's a touchdown because the the Bills needed corners. So.
And Tre'Davious White's out for the year. So I'm surprised they didn't trade Amik Robertson. That buddy going to hit a payday, I'm telling y'all.
Keep it rolling, sweetie.
That was cringe. You need to apologize. Tell both of us. That was cringe. Apologize right now. Nah.
Sorry, sweetie.
Nah, Nikki's disgusted and so am I. Apologize.
Sorry, sweetie.
Dog.
Sorry, sweetie.
I'm going to throw something at you.
Please. I already want to kill myself enough.
Like, you should get Me Too'd for that. You should get Dane Cooked for that.
Okay, sweeties.
Take or tangent.
Thank you.
Sweetie or hun?
Please stop. No, babe.
Oh, God. Babe is pretty bad, too, yeah.
No, it's not.
Babe from the wrong person is like murder death.
For a woman, a girl telling another girl babe is almost always negative.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
If another woman was like, called me babe, like, I know that, like, she's trying to be demeaning.
She wants to top you.
Yeah, but it never works. Because then I'm just like, oh, she called me babe? You know what I mean? Okay.
The games women play. It's kind of scary.
All right, so AJ Brown sets NFL record with 6th straight 125-yard receiving game.
Yo,
Wow.
the Titans are fucking stupid, first off. Second off,
Titans are crying in a shower somewhere.
Second off, AJ Brown's nice. Don't get me wrong. But we got to stop with the whole AJ Brown versus Tyreek Hill fucking
It's not
narrative.
even close.
Dog. Clutch Points did some posts on social media that had both their stats up, and literally Tyreek Hill had better stats in every single category. So really, what's the conversation, bro?
AJ Brown just hit this wave. Because Jalen said, hey, let's stop throwing the ball. Stop throwing it in the middle of the field because that's not where you're good at. Let's just throw it deep downfield to AJ Brown. Let him go get it.
In the blog, like he's just young, interesting, new. Like it's more fun to talk about him than Tyreek Hill.
I guess, yeah.
And he doesn't beat his children. Ooh, hasn't beat the fuck out of his children.
To my knowledge, he hasn't broke any of his son's arms. So
I mean, yeah. Or punched a pregnant baby mother either.
Oh,
Next.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Oklahoma State, so I'm mad there's not more slander from Oklahoma State from you personally.
What
Yeah,
do you
we
mean?
know you try to troll her on it literally every
Like, I need
fucking
more.
show.
I need more Oklahoma State slander from you personally.
I dislike Tyreek Hill because he is the worst.
Beat his kid, yeah. But I'm saying, like, I just need more Oklahoma State slander because somehow, like, I think they have like 6 wins.
All right, guys, let's keep it going. I actually want to do fair or fade.
And fuck Mike Gundy.
I actually want to do fair or fade.
I could fill a book.
Fade Mike Gundy.
Oklahoma State slander, no worries. Okay, but we don't want to have this show run 4.5 hours. So
Plus, he doesn't want you to talk about Justin Blackman. That's his boy.
I could talk about Mike Gundy until
Hey, you heard me in the spaces though. Someone tried to come for Alden, bro. And they had no rebuttal.
Nah, they couldn't hear you.
Like,
Shut your ass up.
No, they heard me. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. You heard me.
I heard it.
Yeah.
You know, I
was like, shut the fuck up, bro. He does
hey,
not.
Cool that shit, bro. I'm an Alden stan, Holmes.
I was like, what the fuck, bro? He does not have bend like Alden, bro.
I'm 10 toes down for Alden, bro.
He does not go speed to power like Alden, bro.
You didn't watch him at Missouri, bro. Alden played all over the place. Damn near beat Oklahoma by himself. Don't play with me like that.
Tyree Wilson wishes he was Alden, dog.
If he wakes up and thinks he's Alden, he needs to apologize.
And low-key Wilson's stronger than Alden, so
he's Justin Tuck.
Bro thinks he does, Brian.
I mean,
all right, go ahead. Sorry,
she brought Des Bryant into it. That's cold.
Anyway, what's his name? Will Levis. He throws,
Coffee man.
He throws 4 touchdowns in his debut, replacing Tannehill with the Titans.
Did y'all scramble to pick up Kyle Phillips? Is the question.
Is he hurt?
Didn't he ball today?
I don't know what Kyle Phillips. I thought he was on IR.
They called it. They were talking about on the radio, but yeah, he didn't throw a touchdown today. I thought he did, but I guess not.
Kyle Phillips. Yeah, the Steelers defense, bro.
I mean, I was watching most of the game. Like I think he played like.
Yeah, Kyle Phillips had 4 for 70.
Derrick Henry went off for 18 points.
I feel like he played well enough. Like, definitely nothing compared to his debut or anything, but like
Pittsburgh,
consistent.
I mean, I think the biggest thing with Levis is he got the ball to Hopkins, right? Like,
I mean, Pittsburgh beat Tennessee 20-16. By the way.
Yep.
Najee Harris had 15 points. I'll take it.
Finally, and he's on my fucking bench, of course. Fucking
the ugliest.
I'm the worst
numbers.
fucking fantasy coach, bro. I have so many points on the bench.
I'm about to start 3 tight ends this week.
I have more points.
This dude had Deontay Johnson
I have more
on
points
bench.
on the bench than fucking James Harden got strippers on the bench.
Victor Wembanyama, if you didn't start him in fantasy basketball.
All right, moving on.
Boy, he had 38.
Bro, I saw you got 7 points against me in fantasy. I was thinking, ooh, like who underperformed? But no, this is the defense. Freaking teasing me. All right. Anyway, so yeah, Jalen Hurts throws for. Excuse me.
Said Deontay Johnson had 22 points. Somebody had him on his bench.
I don't know why this is on the rundown, but okay.
Jalen Hurts throws for 4 touchdowns on a weak knee against the Commanders.
Yeah, this is a very slanted. This is some agenda setting on here.
This is for sure agenda setting if I've ever heard
it.
You
had AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts in the
she
same
on the
segment.
tape. She got Jalen Hurts on a parlay every week.
Hey, you think I give a fuck about Philly?
I don't know, man.
You do.
He's so for real right now.
You put the stack
Lane Johnson went to Oklahoma.
You put the stack and take your tangent.
Didn't Lane Johnson go to Oklahoma?
The Philadelphia Eagles has to be like top 5 least favorite teams in this league for me.
But but the greatest left tackle since since Trent Williams.
Suck, the area sucks. Like I get why they suck.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I would suck if they took the capital from me too, and just everyone forgot about it.
I mean, they also did have a fan eat horse shit after the Super Bowl,
and they also created
a dirty fan base. They booed,
and they're also one of the early pioneers of gangster rap.
Philly rapping. Philly is just a bunch of grimy motherfuckers rapping. There's a difference between gangster rapping.
No, they're actually one of the pioneers.
They're one of the pioneers.
That's where Ice-T got his inspiration from.
Because Philly's is a bunch of grimy motherfuckers who rap. They're grimy motherfuckers who rap, not
Philly's just grimy in general. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like Buffalo.
But yeah, they're grimy because they just took the capital from them and nobody talks about it.
They're also just grimy in general. Like Philly's a grimy ass place.
If it was still the capital, it wouldn't be grimy.
I mean, I think it would be.
Moving on.
To the east side?
Jalen, I guess. Good for you. Brock Purdy. How are we feeling about him?
I've been told y'all what Brock Purdy was. I told y'all coming out of college what he was. But he exposed now.
What is he?
But he exposed. He overrated. They're like, he's 9-0 in his career. Bro, they're not winning because of Brock Purdy.
Okay. He
They're winning because he's not making mistakes. Now they're 0-3. They're
overrated.
hell overrated.
He's Mr. Irrelevant, dude. What do you mean overrated? You mean barely drafted?
Damn. She said it, not me. He includes bombs. I know you got gunshots on that laptop.
You realize he absolutely overperformed, right? Like, yes, people had high expectations of him this season.
Niners fans are delusional. You got to remember that.
For everything considered, Brock Purdy overperformed for what people thought or what he was expected of.
And he's the reason. Technically, their defense is the reason they lost to the Bengals.
He's not the next Tom Brady, unfortunately. And he will probably not be the starter next year.
Fuck all that.
Could throw some more seasoning salt in the pot.
Fuck all that. And Darnold, we trust. Next.
Where's Keith Lee when you need him?
How about that? All right. So the Vikings, last ditch effort to salvage something. They acquired Dobbs from the Cardinals.
Who did not know he was going to be traded.
Dobbs was low-key balling for the Cardinals. I think he gives him a chance.
Yeah, they just have a shit offense, but like the Vikings are much better now. So I don't know why they traded Ezra Cleveland, but it's kind of your starting guard and you traded him.
As well as Dobbs has done in the Cardinals offense, like
he'll
he's
be better.
only bound to do better.
Yeah, because he's going against the Bears, the Lions, and the Packers. Oh my! Get him out that ugly ass number 9. Quarterbacks should not wear any number higher than 17.
Agreed.
Those are receivers' numbers. 16 and below. That's what you can wear as a quarterback.
Anything over like 14.
Wait till a quarterback wears a 20, something in the 20s.
I don't want to. I hate receivers who wear 14. It's fucking hideous. Be a man and
wear quarterback wear 22. What are you gonna do?
Fucking pretend like they're a halfback and never count their. I'm like, hey, they need to be in the Taysom Hill category where I get to play them at tight end.
All right, fair or fade. Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett said it, quote, "It's a load of crap. The MVP became a QB only award." Fair or fade, Kenny?
That's a super fade. That's a helmet to the head. That's a helmet to the head fade.
Woo.
That's a box jump and then jump down and curb stomp you fade. That's 72 inches of fury fade. Pause.
I was gonna say fair, but all right.
No, that's fade because like if I was picking MVP, Myles Garrett is more important to his team than Patrick Mahomes is to his.
I think the challenging part with this, in the way that they've gone to a QB-centric award, besides all that, is like it's like the LeBron, Kobe, Steph effect. Like, at what point do you just not give it to Pat Mahomes every single year?
Exactly.
Like, so if it's going to be someone other than Pat Mahomes, like, it should probably not be a quarterback.
Like, Cleveland's having a historically great year defensively. This man blocked a fucking kick and had like 3 sacks.
Without a quarterback.
He jumped over a motherfucker. He cleared him. He's 290 pounds. They say he's 270. That's a load of shit. That dude's 290 of just pure muscle.
He's got like a 60-inch vert, bro.
70-inch vert, actually. Fucking 70-inch box jumps, bro.
That's just
at 290.
270 when he wakes up in the morning before breakfast after he beats.
Did she say after he beats?
She said it. She said beats. Beats or beat? Yo.
In the morning before breakfast.
Why are you counting that man's morning activities? What is going on?
I was like, yo.
Don't you know that you weigh the lightest in the morning?
We're talking about hentai again? I was like, yo.
She said, you said hentai again? Fam, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, you weigh. He's not 270 when he wakes up in the morning.
That's the new Easter egg of touchdowns and tangents. You got to drink every time we talk about hentai.
Or topping somebody.
Or topping someone. Yeah, that's the other one.
All right. He tops offensive linemen every week. This man literally won that. I mean, let's be honest, he does. He owns offensive linemen. I had to clean that up. I'm sorry.
You just rehashed the same thing you said.
So hard before.
I've always been a Myles Garrett fan.
Yeah, we're big Myles Garrett's fans.
I always like Texas A&M defenders. Justin Matabuke for the, I think that's how you say his last name. For the Ravens has like 9 sacks, bro. The D tackle for the Ravens, he leads the team in sacks. I think he has like 7.5. He's killing it. Texas A&M. Come on, I know my shit.
All right, Travis Kelce, quote, "Mahomes will overtake Brady in all categories."
Water is wet. Fade? Water is wet. This isn't even a fair or a fade. It's like, it's just Taylor Swift is killing the box office game with her movie that's really a concert
Listen,
Justin
dog,
Bieber did it 15 years ago.
Listen, dog. I'm not a fucking
worked.
Tom Brady guy at all by any means, but what I will say is
The best quarterback in the league is black.
win back-to-back first, my boy, and then you could talk about that.
Nah, chill. Mahomes is better than Brady.
Win back-to-back.
As an individual player?
Wait. I keep guessing with that haterade, bro.
Sure, but he said every single category. So in order for you to
that'll
say
take like 15
every
years.
single category.
That'll take like 15 years.
Yeah, stats is fine, but I'm saying you want to overtake him, win 2 in a row, win 3 in a row, be the dominant force chief that you're trying to be.
No, like literally cheat.
Sure.
Like literally cheat.
Again, there you go again. There you go again.
Because they got accused. They were proven that they cheated. The team cheated. Like the team cheated.
Multiple times.
Not just Brady, the team cheated.
Multiple times.
Like the team cheated.
Record holder of guzzling haterade. Like
I don't. First off, I don't guzzle. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Like you
definitely guzzle. I've seen you guzzle before.
Mouthwash, but that's
I've seen you guzzle a fucking big Gatorade back when you drank Gatorade before you were diabetic.
Yo, don't talk about Gatorade anymore in my presence. It makes my blood sugar hurt.
This dude used to be that dude with the 64-inch Gatorade in his backpack.
Yeah, I don't. I feel bad about those days. I don't miss Gatorade or Powerade. I'm not hating.
You ever hate a man on this planet? It's Tom Brady.
I don't hate Tom Brady. I can tell you who I hate. My biological father, his wife, Mason Rudolph, Oklahoma State.
Baker Mayfield, him and Baker Mayfield, you got unnatural.
Adam Gase, a couple of my former high school teammates. No, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. I'm better in life than them, but it's cool.
All right, moving on. Steelers, Johnson, outwardly
the Rangers, the Astros, the Red Sox.
All right, Kenny. Steelers.
Racism.
Kenny, we're moving on. Come on, class. Let's keep it moving.
Steelers corners.
Next page. Pay attention, Kenny.
Josh McDaniels picks.
Kenny, we're 3 pages ahead.
7 pages
Catch
ahead.
up.
7 pages ahead.
Catch up.
I'm coming back. I read ahead.
All right. Steelers, Johnson outwardly blames refs for the loss to the Jags. Quote, must have got paid good. End quote.
That fine gonna be good, too.
I just think it's
those
crazy,
fines coming Saturday, so just know.
Because now that I'm doing this parlay shit, like, it really does come down to, like, inches and fucking half yards. Like, that shit's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know how, but with all these sports, it's like...
Does it really come down to inches?
You literally will win by fucking 1 point. You'll lose by 1 point. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Like, I'm not trying to say shit's rigged, but... I don't know. I feel like there's an overlord on all this shit.
There's an overlord? Like Buzz Lightyear?
Something like that. All right. Valdez Scantling says, quote, it sucks to have a game in Germany. Fair or fade?
Well, because you just lost to the Broncos for the first time since 2015. I was in fucking
And then he went on
college.
to say, well, it's even though it sucks, it's still great that we get to play across our fans, across the nation.
Shut up and eat your fucking Frankfurter. Shut up and eat whatever German delights they have. Just gear up on sausage. Bratwurst.
Honestly, I'd be happy because I'll go kick it with Andy Reid, bro. I feel like he knows where the good food spots are.
Germany, for sure. He got the good bratwurst. He probably got pulled pork.
He probably got VIP in the red light district.
Nah, chill, he's a married man. Leave that man alone.
So what? It's another country, bro. You don't know that man's life.
Marriage extends past borders, asshole.
You don't know that man's life. You don't know their relationship.
Hey, man.
Maybe he just goes and kicks it. He doesn't have to do anything.
Don't put the
VIP.
Don't put the red lock. Don't put the red light on that man though. Don't put that man under the gun. I mean, man. You just threw him out there. You could have said Travis because it's not like he's married. So whatever he does, who gives a shit?
Nah, Travis ain't got VIP out there. He probably wanted out there. He
got to call Taylor. He got to call Taylor to
go there. He probably got his picture on the walls.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, moving on. Rants, Nikki. Start us off. Tell us how your week was. Whatever you got to get off your chest.
My week is all right. Working a ton lately. I've been putting in like a solid 50 plus hours at work consistently. Preparing for a lot of small and large scale events at the Coliseum. We have the Washington game coming. Is God bless their souls. Thought it's gonna be some type of large scale game. that we need like all of this extra staff for. And so like I've been like scrambling for all these extra bodies for the entire week. And I keep trying to tell them like, no, people aren't going to show the fuck up to this game. Like I promise you, USC has 2 losses. Like you're stressing me the fuck out and making me work all these extra hours for nothing because people ain't going to come to this goddamn game.
Are you sure?
But they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen because they don't know ball. So they're making me scramble for all these extra staff for absolutely butt fuck nothing. And I'm going to have to send them home halfway through the game anyway. And I can't wait to laugh in their faces about it.
Yeah, I don't even think you should be talking about this, honestly.
You really shouldn't be talking about this. Like, respectfully, you should not be mentioning this on the air. This might get you in trouble. You realize this is like the biggest game of the Pac-12 season? Everybody, Washington fans travel. So wherever USC fans don't show up, Washington fans will be there. You will see purple. You'll be seeing some Hebrew Israelites, and some Washington Huskies fans. And some Q dogs.
Washington fans are listening to this, I'm not talking shit about you. Good for you. Great for you.
That stadium going to be packed out. It might be 80K in that bitch. I'm kidding. It won't be 80K.
Absolutely.
It's 70.
Yeah,
it could be 80K though. I'm just letting you know. Like Washington is not fucking playing.
Fuck it, man. Maybe I'll go instead of going to Fresno.
It's not going to eclipse. It's not.
I'm just going to see Fresno, Boise.
Because it might be my Cousins lost California game.
But anyway,
check their schedule. They got somebody else.
No, they don't. I already checked. They'll wait for San Jose next year, but he might not get there. So.
Yeah, so it's been stressing me out a bit, having to kind of extra staff. When, in my, I guess, personal opinion, I do not believe that it's going to be that big of a deal. But whatever. Hours are hours, and I'm making that extra money. So, whatever.
Shit, I might check the tickets. Hold on, let me check the tickets.
My life has been continually depreciating. All of my coworkers are quitting because they don't want to work there anymore, and and let's just say if they leave and I'm left with what's left in the office after they leave, I'm going to be very sad, and it's going to be a very stressful and hard work environment.
Hey man, count your money. Fuck the bullshit.
It's like
count your money, your blessings.
Yeah, bro. The tickets for the USC game are way cheaper than Fresno, bro.
I'm telling you, USC tickets are cheap as fuck on purpose.
Yeah, bro.
Especially now since they lost.
Yeah, bro. I might hit this game, honestly. I'm down to see Penix.
Penix is, I'm telling you.
I might get a Penix jersey, honestly.
I mean, you're already a closet Washington fan. You're going to get a doozy jersey if the Penix don't sell out. You're definitely going to get a wide receiver number 1.
Peters jersey? Buda Baker jersey?
Washington number 1.
I'm going to get a Kevin King jersey.
You're going to get a Josh Shirley jersey. You're not mad at us. You're not going to rock a Josh Shirley jersey. You won't wear 22. Yeah, Josh Shirley wore 22. You definitely not getting a Shaq Thompson number 7. It's not in you.
That shit's hard.
That
shit is hard.
In the black and purple?
That shit is hard, bro.
I was like, yo, if I didn't have a team, you don't remember Isaiah
Shaq Thompson comes to the Raiders.
You don't remember? He's not. He's already on IR. I think he's out for the year.
No, I know, but at some point in his career,
I mean, Jalen. I mean, if you're a dreadhead, you got to come to the Raiders at linebacker.
All right, did we cut off her time? Yeah, sorry.
Anyway,
I felt like she was like in a depressing filibuster.
I know my rant, my final rant. You know what I really hate? Being interrupted. Like it's just.
Do you now?
It's
what
just one
in
of
the
those
Karen?
Man, it's just wow.
What in the manifest destiny is going on?
Oof. One of those in the middle of a sentence too, man. Oof. It's like
smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. All right, that's it for me. Go ahead.
We love you.
Go ahead, Kenny.
You fucking bugging if you think USC Washington ain't gonna be sold out. Pac-12 somewhere. The Pac-12 network.
These tickets are cheap. It might not be packed out.
No, bro. If it's cheaper, more people are gonna show up and buy it.
Not
Okay,
necessarily.
wait. One final thing, bro. You want to bet me $1? I'll bet you $1.
I can't legally bet anything. I could bet food.
Okay, fine. You want to bet
Stormburger? No, I'm tired of Stormburger.
You want to bet 2 50-cent tacos from Jack in the Box?
I don't want no more Jack in the Box tacos. I'm just gonna stick with Del Taco. I need tacos with actual meat in them at this point.
One Stormburger.
I bet you a hood food spot. I bet you studio time.
One Stormburger.
I'm tired of Stormburger. They don't even have that deal anymore.
They don't?
They don't. That shit was over.
I'm glad I got it.
The Nashville chicken, they have a deal though. Buy one sandwich, get one free. It's like $6.
Hey, I feel like you're being picky because you don't want to bet.
No, I bet, but we gotta bet like that. Because if I win, I don't want another Stormburger.
I just don't like end zone seats, bro.
Nobody likes end zone seats.
I like the corner.
Where are we betting in? Pick.
Cream? I don't know. Costco.
Okay, where?
From a good ice cream spot.
All right, man. Can we finish up?
Somewhere where there's food and good drinks.
Kenny?
All right. So, yeah, USC, Washington. The sound bites are going to be memorable. And if they get 70 dropped on them like I think they will, it's going to be, I'll be tweeting my ass off in that post-game presser. Because I already got like 5 questions lined up for Lincoln. I know I'm only going to get one. But I practiced it in the mirror this morning. Say what? Huh?
I think it's going to be like at least within 2 scores, at least.
Fuck no. Somebody's getting blown the fuck out, and it ain't going to be Washington. If it's Washington, like USC has the best game of their life, I would be shocked. Like Penix would have to get hurt.
Lose by 10. I think they lose by 10.
I think it's like a 70-56 kind of game.
7. Lose by 7-10.
All right, guys. You know what I hate? Fucking waiting, bro.
Hey, then you should have went first. Shut your ass up. All
That's
right,
what I fucking
let me
hate,
close
bro.
this out.
That's my job in PR, fucking waiting.
Well, that's nobody's fault. You should have went first. And shit, we're not.
I'd still be waiting for you to end.
I mean, stop talking. I'm about to finish. All right.
That's what she said.
You know what? We're not going to have that discussion because I've told that to a girl too. And she's also said it back.
That's degrading when you say it.
I mean, degrading shit happens in the bedroom. Like, we're adults here. Nikki literally has said she wants to be topped by Kimiko, so let's not act like that's the worst thing you've heard in the past month. And you think you're Brock. That's another fucking problem. You think you're Brock with Pokemon.
I didn't say I think I'm Brock.
Yes, you did.
Someone projected on me.
Nah, bro. You've been saying this for 2 years now. You thought I fucking forgot. Every couple years, you drop those same fucking screenshots. Bitch, don't act like I don't know. Nikki doesn't know, but I was there. I remember. You're Brock. You think you're Brock, bro. Relax. You're fucking...
Brock gets hoes, man.
No, he doesn't. He is a hoe.
He just doesn't know how to love.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Oh,
God.
From Pokemon.
From Naruto?
Nah, Pokemon. Nah. Motherfucker, if this was Naruto, you're Sasuke. Whatever the fuck that girl's name is. Suzuka, whatever the fuck. It's right there. Sakura, yeah, you're Sakura.
Please, just end the fucking show.
Not yet. All right, so I ran up on my nephew this week. Kid it just makes my days better. And his hair is like a super fucking afro now.
Is you in a good mood?
I mean, that's really the best thing that happened this week.
Woo!
I've had a lot of headaches and migraines and shit. But I kicked with my mom. Shout out to my mom. She's gone home to visit my grandma for like a couple days. I gave her some memorabilia and some stuff from work to give to my grandma and my aunts, my uncle. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Shout out to my boss. He actually is going on maternity leave. He's having his daughter this Sunday. Happy for him. And
was a man on maternity. And never mind, I don't care.
Wemby had 38. Shit is crazy. The Lakers fans gonna be mad,
bro. Fuck.
Lakers fans gonna be really mad when Wemby fucking knocks them out the playoffs later this year. All right, I'm done. Lysandra.
I was just gonna say, I love me and Nikki's Taurus energy when she just has the look that I'm feeling, and I'm like, fuck. Someone else sees me. Like someone else gets it.
Pete, you're a cuck for attention. You're a puck.
I'm not alone.
Pete, you're a cuck for attention and emotional validation. There, I said it.
Yeah, man.
We try to do that. That's why you think you're Brock, but you're not Brock.
Try fucking living alone your whole life.
Hi, I'm the middle child.
No, you lived with your parents for fucking 6
Parents?
years.
I didn't have a father. What the fuck you mean?
You lived with your mom for 6 years, bro. You haven't been living alone, bro. I've been living alone since I was fucking 9.
You're the oldest, though. I'm the middle child. I'm always alone.
Yeah.
I'm culturally alone.
No, you're alone emotionally because you don't know how to express yourself.
No, I do.
And you
Nobody
bottle
cares.
up your shit.
I do, but nobody cares.
You take
how
everything
I feel.
personal because
I
you're
don't
just
take
projecting all the fucking.
I don't take everything
and
personal.
shit that you've internalized for years.
I don't. I just have a lot of
Okay,
time
bro.
to think.
We could take a poll in the friend group chats, bro.
I mean, but
I'm
it's
just
kind of
saying.
biased towards you, though.
I'm just saying, bro.
It's kind of biased towards you.
How is it biased towards me?
You'd have to ask people who know me in real life, and you haven't met all my childhood friends.
No,
so.
I'm talking about our friend group chat.
Exactly,
I'm not talking about my.
But
friends.
you've known Mancini longer than me,
barely,
and Drew,
barely.
And
I've known Mancini like 3 months longer than you. And
that's
you lived
a long
with him
fucking time in college.
And you lived with him for 3 months, so that cross cancels.
Does it cross cancel?
And I only knew
he's your big bro. You guys are both Greek.
And I only knew Andrew a year longer than you.
And you gaslit the fuck out of him. So I mean, you're
That's
definitely
fine.
You're more ingrained.
You
in the
weren't
friendship.
there when he was fucking hazing me, bro. So it's fine. Why do you think he listened? Why do you think he shut the fuck up? Why do you think he still shuts the fuck up? Why do you think he still listens?
Because of.
Because he respects me.
Because the sundown after you left.
Because he respects me.
That was his fault.
He respects me. That was Julius's fault, but yeah. Let's see.
He really put his name in and when nobody was looking. That's crazy.
My fucking portfolio story. Shit was crazy.
That's how I felt about my fucking CSUN senior basketball fucking 15 sports documentaries, and a certain someone didn't put my name on the fucking credits list and then said that was their shit. I was hot. I was like, bitch, I could have got anybody to record this. I asked all the questions, did all the fucking
who cares,
whatever.
Bro?
I don't really care anymore because I mean, CSUN basketball's dead. They got a new head coach, by the way.
Anything else, Kenny?
Why the fuck?
You ended your rant like 4 times and you keep fucking talking, bro.
Nah, I'm done.
You were talking during Nikki's too. Fuck. Now I know.
I didn't talk during Nikki's. You started talking.
Why do you think she literally went on a rant about it being interrupted?
Well, that's because I was like playfully trolling at the end. But
You're
like,
always playfully trolling. That should
really.
be your fucking title on LinkedIn.
I mean, a little bit. Like that's about 45% correct.
Died, bro. She almost just spit up her fucking White Claw.
Like really, that's about 60%. That's about a good 60% when I'm in a good mood. When I'm in a bad mood, it's just fucking evil trolling, to be mean. So I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, so can I talk now or no?
I thought you were done. I
haven't even started talking.
This motherfucker.
Keep talking. Jesus. Fuck, man. All right, I don't even know what the fuck to say anymore. Oh, yeah. I already talked about it at the top of the show, but I'm just going to circle back on it. For all of you motherfucking Laker fans out there who are sitting here fucking hating on James Harden, you're a fucking joke and a phony, bro. Because guess what? Everyone's running with that quote of him saying, oh, I'm a system, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. In case you didn't know, James Harden led the league in assists last year. And actually, he's among the league leaders in assists since he came into the fucking league. Oh, and by the way, he went to a finals with Russell Westbrook. So all you fucking phonies who think he can't play with Russell Westbrook, check your facts. And oh yeah, he went to a fucking Western Conference Finals twice with Houston with Dwight Howard as his best player, as the second best player. And oh yeah, he's gone to the second round with Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, bro. So if you think that he can't get to a fucking finals with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Russell Westbrook, you don't know ball, 1. And 2, if you're literally rooting against a kid who 15 years ago wasn't even highly recruited, bro, slipped through the cracks, went to ASU, he even said it today at the press conference. They asked him, did you ever think you'd be here coming back to LA? He said, no. I was just trying to get out. I was just a kid from Artesia trying to get out. And James Harden has this weird fucking narrative because he's forced his way out, because he likes the freeway strip clubs, because he orders a couple of Trill burgers at a rave. But it's like, bro, if you listen to that whole press conference today, this man was saying everything right. And for all the talk about, oh, he's a system or whatever, for the 15 minutes before that one little soundbite that the media took out of context, he was saying he'll do whatever it takes to win. He'll pass it. He'll score. He's just trying to find his role. et cetera, et cetera. He's glad to be in a place where he's able to have dialogue with the coach because we all know Glenn doesn't know how to fucking do that. Shout out to Doc. And yeah, man, I'm just fucking excited to see this team that has a great from San Diego, a great from the IE, a great from South LA, a great from Compton, and a great from fucking Palmdale. So, like, if you ain't excited to see that team, bro, then you're fucking whack. I'm sorry. Because, like, that shit really means something, especially to these fucking kids out here, bro. Clippers have been in the community for more than anyone else. We know that. The stadium's coming. The only thing that's missing is that fucking hardware. And I'm telling you, all you Laker fans out there, pray to fucking God that shit doesn't happen. Because my redemption tour is going to be fucking sick, bro. Looking for revenge. I'm about to be getting drunk for fucking 2 weeks, dog. I'm calling out. I ain't doing shit.
You said a month.
I'm going to send Philip somewhere else, bro. I don't know, man. He's going to go on vacation.
You said a month, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro. Whatever. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, either way, man, win or lose, and that's the thing. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Laker fans are going to talk shit, but at least we're losing our way with some real LA, California cats, and I'm excited about that. So yeah. War Clippers, War Antonio Pierce, shout out to Paramount, peace.
Can they legitimately keep this roster together for next year, though?
Doesn't matter, bro.
It kind of should. It'd be kind of
Doesn't matter.
It'd be dope to see them come back for another year.
James Harden, they get James Harden's burn rights, so they can use that to extend him, give him a big contract, and they have Paul George and Kawhi who can opt in or opt out either way.
Westbrook took a team-friendly deal.
Westbrook is also an expiring deal. So worst case scenario, they have a shit ton of cap space next year, or they just run it back.
That's a big four, though.
But that's what I'm saying is it's not like when the Lakers got Russell Westbrook, bro. This team still has a lot of flexibility. They can still even honestly make a move for Gobert. If shit really got real, they really wanted to, they could put a package together. Like the Clippers are in a great spot, man. And again, all starts at the top. Having someone who's willing to fucking pay money, willing to do whatever it takes. It's been a minute. It's taken him 8 years to get to this point, but he's building it the rightest way possible. And again, I'm excited about it.
So Russ is definitely coming off the bench, though, right?
No, the four of them are playing together, bro.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
They need to play together.
That's wild. That's wild.
You need Russ's rebounding, one. James is going to run the point.
That's
he can get them into the spots. There's
forward.
no stagnant. Dog, Paul George can play the floor.
I mean, but do you want him to?
The thing,
that's a lot of banging.
Paul George is going to be the one that most impacted. Paul George is 6'10", dog, so he can play the floor. He played the floor in Indiana. However, since he's come over here,
shout out to Danny Granger.
Since he's come over here, he's been handling the ball a lot more. So I think he's going to have the biggest adjustment. But if he commits to just being a 3-and-D player and is willing to play the floor, it's over, bro. That's it. Like,
that bench will be interesting.
The bench is still nice, bro. We got Plumlee, Tucker, man.
Thank God you got Morris the fuck out of there.
And fucking Bones.
I'm so
like,
glad
we got dogs on the bench.
I'm so glad you got Morris out of there.
And honestly,
I hate
final point I should have made earlier, but yeah, it's time for Blake to come home, bro. Bring Blake back. It's time, bro.
Don't give them hope.
It's time, man.
Don't give them hope.
It's time. He was 8-4-3 in 10 minutes last year.
He's still playing for Detroit,
He
right?
should be in the league. No, he was in Boston last year. And they loved him. They said he was a great teammate. When he played, he gave them exactly what they needed. He has a 3-point shot now. He rebounds. He passes. He's exactly what we need as a 10th, 11th, 12th man. And even Boogie, bro. Boogie should be in the league. There's some sorry-ass centers in the league. Boogie should be in the league. Biombo just got re-signed, bro.
Wait, what the fuck?
Bring back DeMarcus Cousins.
Bring back Dwight Howard?
On a tangent, fucking John Wall should also be in the league, bro. John Wall was averaging like 11, 6, and 4 in 20 minutes, bro. How the fuck is he not in the league and Dante Exum's in the league? Get that fucking shit out of here, bro.
Wait, no, seriously, Dante Exum is still in the league?
Yeah, he's with the Mavs, bro.
What the fuck? How is he still in the league? He's never done anything.
Yeah, bro, I don't even know.
Was he like the 6th overall pick? This motherfucker's never done
Honestly,
anything.
Emmanuel Mudiay is better than him, but don't get me started.
I mean, blame Deion Sanders for how Emmanuel Moutier's career turned out.
Why?
because he went to that fucking bum ass high school and he lost all his accreditation. Then went to SMU and it was deemed ineligible and then had to go into the draft.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how he ended up at SMU. It was real fucked up. Deion
high school.
fucked up. Deion's fake ass high school that got shut down. Oh, y'all don't know.
Dr. Congo? You're talking about the same dude?
I'm talking about Deion Sanders had that high school.
Player.
He had a high school that was football based, but also athletic based. He tried to make that shit IMG, and it failed miserably.
Right.
The dude stole a bunch of money, and then Emmanuel Mudiay went to fucking SMU with faulty paperwork because the high school got shut down because their shit was faulty. So his shit got fucked up. He ended up pretty much leaving SMU and going into the NBA.
Damn, there's like whole
YouTube
documentaries on this shit.
Oh yeah, bro, it's a whole thing.
That's crazy.
Deion ain't shit.
Are you talking about truth or not?
Truth You or fucking whatever that shit was called that Deion Sanders had. Prime
It
U.
was in like the TV show.
Damn, Deion is the Kanye of football?
No, Deion's the fucking Fire Fest of football.
Damn, that's wrong. All right, guys. Well, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram, TDs_tangents, touchdownsandtangents.com. You can find this show live there every single week. You can also catch us on your favorite podcast app. Shout out to the affiliates. Shout out to FPC Radio. We're out. Peace.
Shout out to everybody who listens to this at work and can't admit it.